true wickets where they can just hit through the line. The ball tend to be sort of push at it a little bit.
It's been a little bit disconcerting, but there's always having to bat in the shadow. It's just the one pylon, and we're just waiting for the sun to go down and get over the mountain. And it comes out of the sunshine into the shadow. It's not a massive thing, but it's just a little bit unsettling. This was going back to that point in 10, but I think the key that he doesn't get a massive stride forward at any time. He kind of waits for the ball to get to him, allows him to be able to make sure he doesn't get out in front of that front leg.
They'll have done their calculations in terms of where they need to be and how they need to go in the power play and what then needs to be done post that. Yes, you're always trying to get as many as you can and utilize the restrictions. But just as Pakistan were quite methodical in their approach, South Africa need to be even more so. This will help.
Yeah, nothing better for Zorzi. He hasn't got it for mark yet, and he's been presented himself with a nice free hit. Yeah, that's comfortably over. There's not even close to the line, to be brutally honest.
Free hit. And it's looped up in the air. He'll pick up a couple and open his account. Tony Zorzi.
I mean, in regards to the approach, they don't need to get off to a rollicking start. We saw Pakistan didn't really fly out of the blocks, and I think it wouldn't be as difficult dealing with the spin on this surface. We didn't see anything turn. It wasn't like the ball was holding up. So South Africa had their middle overs dominated by Salman in the last match. I think they would back themselves to be able to score freely, particularly with the experience, as you mentioned, of Van der Dussen, Markham, Klaas and Miller. Although that was the middle order that he ripped through, to be brutally honest, but for David Miller.
Nine without loss. Onto that leg side. It's as if he's baiting him to say, here it is, hit it.
I mean, it's a good idea if you just 100% back yourself never to miss it. But yeah, it can be a difficult delivery to deal with, particularly if it kind of nips after it pitches. You know, shape through the air you might be able to read, but someone like, I'm thinking of examples like a Mitchell Stark or Trent Bolt. I mean, they absolutely clean up batters with LBWs and clean bowls at ball shaping. Shane Afridi, uncertain days, is fantastic at getting the ball to shape back. You think maybe if he has a few deliveries at Tony Zorzi and finds his area and finds the release out of the wrists, he might have a better chance when Temba gets back on strike. That's the delivery he's after. Now, if he can bowl that to Temba with him standing on the off stump, he'll be believing. He'll think to himself, well, that's a good wrist position. We didn't see it from him in the T20s much, but this one comes out nicely. Have a look at the movement.
Exactly how he went to the left. He's able to stay up in his action and complete it to the left-handers, and swung it beautifully in Pal. Shot. Waited for it to swing and then crack through the covers for four.
Got two slips in place, so he's going to go full. He wants to find the outside edge. He wants to try and pick up a wicket. He wants to knock over Tony Zorzi. But the funny thing is, as this gets thumped away to the fence, straight away Shane Afridi turns to the captain and says, okay, those two slips we've got in place, I want one of them out. I want a bit of extra protection. I might continue to bowl the same length, But I don't want to be going to the fence. Give me some more protection. And that's what they've done. 4 men now in the cover field.
It just looks in a quest to be tight up at the front. Kind of is restricted and hindered. Tony DeZorzi. Very much the test match opener, and just thinking from that format to this, that the mindset might be to ask the bowlers to come to him in the red ball format, and here he's got to be that bit more expansive to put the pressure on the bowlers at the start rather than wait for them. Inside edge, and away it goes towards the boundary. He'll pick up a couple. And 3 done.